Hello, welcome to Jasmine Jassy Garden. Let's talk about periwinkle vinca plant care. Periwinkle plant care and growing guide. What is periwinkle? Periwinkle, with its captivating blue or purple flower and glossy evergreen leaves, is a charming and easy to grow plant that adds a touch of beauty to any garden. What is periwinkle? Native Vinca is a genesis of flower plant in a dogpin family, and it's from Europe, northwestern in Africa, and southwestern Asia, but it is now found all over the world. Includes species commonly grown as ornamental plants such as Vinca minor and Vinca major. Climate. Vinca is generally hardy in its hardness zone 4 to 9. Some cultivars may be more cold tolerant, while other may be more heat tolerant. In colder climate, it may die back to the ground in winter, but it is usually regrow from the roots in spring. Plant type. Periwinkle can be evergreen, shrubs, or herbaceous perennial culture. Vinca is a versatile plant and can grow well in both sun and shade. Although it prefers partial shade, it can tolerate full sun in a cooler climate. But in a hot summer area, it prefers shade. It can grow in a range of soil type, including sandy, loamy, or clay soil, as long as the soil is well drained. Height and spread. Periwinkle grow only 6 to 24 inches tall, 15 to 60 centimeter, but it can quickly cover large area if left unchecked. It spreads by unground stem called rhizomes and can form dancey mates form of vegetations. While this trait can make it a useful ground cover plant, it can also make it invasive in some areas. Flowers. The plant produces small, attractive, and long-lasting flower in shade of blue, purple, pink, and white. The flowers are star-shaped with 5 petals and bright yellow center. Blooming season from spring to frost. Foliage. The glossy evergreen leaves are usually 1 to 2 inches long and opposite in arrangement along the stem. They are elliptical in shape and have dark green color. Some varieties of vinca have variegated leaves with white or yellow edge. The leaves are a notable feature of the plant and provide an attractive backdrop for the colorful flowers. Uses. Vinca is often used in the landscaping and gardening as the ground cover due to its low maintenance requirement and ability to spread quickly. It is popular choice for garden borders and rock gardens, and is also sometimes grown as an indoor house plant. Periwinkle is also used in erosion control, and it has deep root stem that helps to stabilize soil and on hillsides and slopes. It is also popular choice for of hanging baskets and window boxes, where is the trailing stem and bright flower can be shown off to great effect. Medicine uses. Vinca has been used of medical purpose to centuries, and extract from the plant have been used to treat a range of conditions including high blood pressure, diabetes, and cancer. In vastness, vinca has a potential to become invasive to some area. In in particular, the variety vinca minor, also known as common periwinkle, is the considered and invasive, where it can outcompete native plant and dispute ecosystem. It's important to check with your local authorities to see if vinca is considered invasive in your area before planting it. If invasive, we have published native plant alternative to vinca minor and the vinca major that may be to interest to you. Toxicity. Vinca is toxic to humans, dogs, cats, and horses if ingested. The plant contains poisonous alkaloids and that can cause gastrointestinal upset, hallucinations, seizures, and even death in some cases. It's important to keep the plant out of reach of children and pets, and to wear glove when handling it to avoid skin irritation. Dear habit. Vinca major versus Vinca minor. Vinca major and Vinca minor are two popular species of Vinca commonly found in gardens and landscape, although both area from the same family. They have some significance and difference in term of their growth habit and appearance. Hardness. In term of hardness, both vinca major and vinca minor are fairly cold tolerant, but vinca minor is generally more hardy and can withstand lower temperatures than vinca major. What to plant for periwinkle and where to plant periwinkle. Periwinkle is the best planted in the spring or fall when the temperature are cooler and there is more rainfall in areas with hot summer. It's better to plant in the fall to avoid heat stress. Where to plant periwinkle? Periwinkle or vinca can be planted in the various locations, including garden beds. Periwinkle is often used as the ground cover garden beds, where it can help control weeds and add color and texture to the landscape. Borders, containers, rock gardens, slopes, you can use everywhere. Planting previous the borders can help define the edge of the garden beds to walkways. Container. Vinca can be grown in a pots or hanging basket, making it a versatile plant to balconies, patios, or other small spaces. Rock garden. With the trailing habit and low growing and nature, periwinkle is an excellent choice for the rock gardens. Slopes. Periwinkle can be planted on the slopes to help control erosions and add beauty to the landscape. When choosing the location to plant periwinkle, ensure it's well drained and receives adequate sunlight. Although periwinkle prefer partial shade, it can tolerate full sun in cooler climate. But it hot summer area in the prefer shade. Periwinkle thrives in human rich soil, but they tolerate poor soil. It will grow in all but the dry soil. How to plant periwinkle? Here is a general step for planting periwinkle. Choose a location with the well-drained soil that receive either partial shade or full sun. Number 2, prepare the soil by removing weeds and adding compost or other organic matter if needed. Number 3, dig a hole that is slightly larger than the roots ball of the periwinkle plant. Next, gently remove the plant from its container and loosen and tangled roots. Next, place the plant in the hole, making sure the top of the roots ball is the level with the soil surface. Next, space vinca minor about 6 to 12 inch apart, 15 to 30 centimeter, and vinca major about 12 to 18 inches apart, 30 to 45 centimeter. However, if you want them to fill in a space quickly, you can plant them closer together. Be sure to provide enough spaces of the plant to spread and grow without crowding each other. While planting them near other small plant, periwinkles spread quickly and could choke out nearby plants. Next, fill the hole with soil and press firmly around the base of the plant to eliminate air pockets. Next, where the plant thoroughly and add a layer of mulch to help retain moisture and suppress weeds. How to care? Vinca is a generally and easy plant to care for, and here are some tips for keeping it healthy. Watering. Vinca like moist soil but don't like to be waterlogged. Water them deeply once a week, more often in hot weather. Be sure to let the soil dry out between watering. Temperature. Vinca plant prefer moderate temperature between 60 to 70 Fahrenheit, means 15 to 23 centigrade, and do well in average humidity level. They can tolerate brief periods of extreme heat to cold, but may suffer damage in a prolonged period of intense weather. Fertilizing. Vinca is not heavy feeder and can grow well without fertilizer. If the soil is fertile, however, is if necessary a balanced fertilizer such as a 10-10-10 midsummer blend and be applied in early spring and midsummer to encourage healthy growth and flowering. It is important to follow the recommended dose on the fertilizers packaging and to water the plants shortly after applications. Over fertilizing can lead to excessive foliage growth at the expense of flowering. Pruning. Regular pruning help to keep vinca plant healthy and encourages bushy growth. Trim back and any overgrown of leggy stem to encourage fuller growth. Mulching. Mulching helps to retain moisture in the soil and suppress weeds. Apply 2 3-inch 5 to 7 centimeter layer to the organic mulch around the base of the plants. Taking care not cover the stem. Winter care. Vinca is a hardy plant that can survive cold temperature but may benefit from a layer of mulch in colder regions. Protect the roots. By flowering these simple care tips, you can keep your vinca plant healthy and thriving. How to propagate? Vinca can be propagated in several ways. Stem cutting. By stem cutting, take stem cutting about 4 to 6 inch long, 10 to 15 centimeter. Remove the leaves from the lower half of the stem. Dip the cut in the rooting hormone and plant it pot filled with well drained potting mix. Keep the soil moist and place the pot in a bright but not direct light. Roots should develop in a few weeks. Division. Divide mature plant in the spring or fall. Dig up in the plant and separate the roots into the several clumps. Replant the clump in the desired location. Layering. Bury the lower part of the stem in a shallow trench while keeping the top part above ground. The stem will produce roots and the buried part, and once the roots have formed, it can be separated from the parent plant and planted elsewhere. Seeds. Vinca seeds can be sown directly in a garden bed in the spring sector. Scatter the seeds and cover them with a light layer of soil. Keep the soil moist until the seeds have germinated. Pest and disease. Vinca, like many other plants, can be susceptible to the various pests and disease. Some common ones include aphids. These small insects can be suck the sap from the leaves and cause the plant to weaken. They can be controlled with insecticidal soap or neem oil. Leaf spot. This is the fungal disease that cause brown or black spots on the leaves. It can be prevented by keeping the foliage dry and treating with a fungicide if necessary. Spider mites. These tiny pests can cause the yellowing of leaves and fine webbing on the plant. They can be controlled with insecticidal soap or neem oil. Stem blight. This is a fungal disease that can cause the stem to root and trunk black. It can be prevented by ensuring good air circulation around the plant and avoiding overhead watering. Regular monitoring of the plant's proper watering and good culture practice can go a long way in preventing pest and disease. If you have any question about periwinkle, you can contact us on with comments and DM us kindly. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.